then, today's song is Who Wants to Live Forever? I believe Freddie Mercury and Queen, pretty sure. And selfishly, we would like people to live forever. We don't want to let go. Sometimes we do. And today we have Jerry in our thoughts. So today Jerry passed and Kristen was left bereft, not alone, because they're always with us. And today is also the birthday of my much beloved aunt who died and left a gaping hole. So grieving never stops. It just gets easier to bear. And it comes in waves, so that's not even true, because sometimes it's not easy. Today is the teamwork, the chariot, the yin to the yang, the people that pull together. Just like Jerry and Kristen did, building their cabin. Some people called them crazy at their age, I'm sure. But they lived the dream and they did it together. Teamwork makes the dream work, as they say. It's also the family card, but it mainly is travel and vehicles, the vehicle of the body or otherwise. So if you're born in the year of the horse, that could be very important. And we want it in the upright so that we know what we're pulling together to achieve success. So let's see, shall we? Who wants to live forever? Oh, North Node, third house of Gemini, children, school days, hands, arms, shoulders, and Sagittarius, which I know is, I believe, is Jerry's sign. So well done, Jerry. Thanks for dropping in. Messages, third house, Mercury. So subliminal messages in the mind, your thoughts and words, spells. So use them well. Keep them positive. Sagittarius is about learning, the hips, thighs, weight gain, weight loss. And that applies to you, doesn't it? Kristen, I don't think there's any part of your body that I'm being touched now. I will try and catch some time to follow up with you soon. Love you loads, like you know. As do you all of you for being there and staying there. There it is in the first pile. No getting away from it. This is about teamwork. This is about your spiritual family, the vehicle, purchase of a new vehicle, or feeling like a new person. Why? Because we're freeing ourselves of something, a toxic energy, where we made sacrifices, too many, and we didn't put boundaries in place. So, here we go. Our generosity is being abused. Yeah. Okay. There we go. So we've got the main man in our life. Bosses, government officials, father figures, kings, emperors. This is the emperor's new clothes, where because he didn't want to appear stupid, he did some stupid things. Go and have a look. Google it, the emperor's new clothes. I'm not going to go through the full story again. But this is foolishness. This is head injuries, head and face injuries. This is lack of success and lack of protection from the main man in your life, the one that should be protecting, the one that should be making a success of this. 4 and 31, wherever that is, it could be someone's birthday, date for your diary, or an address. It's wherever you see the 4 or 31, it's negative energy. And then we have the watermelon man, somebody that was adopted into the family and then lied about and could become an enemy because of it. William, name William. And the sweet William, the flowers. We've got Taurus, we've got the year of the ox there. But above all, it could be just a Capricorn of any gender or a man of darker complexion, older, that's failed in business or is having financial or stability problems. Now we have, because of this sacrifice, somebody's put themselves on the lowest rung of the ladder to sacrifice themselves for ungrateful people. Prometheus will come up because you'll know the story. I ain't got time with the camera to go through the stories. So Prometheus, feet and toe issues, the year of the snake there. It's escapism. It's people going to prison. It's victims and martyrs. Somebody here is about to free themselves from that. So 12 and 15, break those shackles, no longer selling their soul to the devil. This Capricorn energy, possibly. And we come to the crossroads again. Because like I've told you before, we always come to this crossroad when we're reevaluating our lives. And if you're doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome, that's the definition of insanity. So you need to take the road less travelled. Pull together as a team. This could be the purchase of a new vehicle. It will be travel overland, perhaps. But it is a journey. Perhaps for a funeral, because there's a passing here. But whatever it is, it brings about an ending. It may be journeying at night. 7 or 25. And again, there is a nod to the past. Children, siblings, third house, 6 months. It is someone returning. A return. But enough is enough. What's done is done. Stick a fork in the I'm done. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Those swords are words and thoughts. Don't allow them in to cause you pain. Stop overthinking it. Stop going over conversations. There. The hero. In comes the hero. A welcome at the door. Immature though. Not got much stamina. But there is a bond here that cannot be broken. And never will be broken. Spirit are giving you the gift of an opportunity. A door is being opened to you. Either a new home, a new business, a new life, a proposal, whatever it is, you should accept this gift with open arms. But something is not coming to a successful conclusion here. So we have to bring it to an end. We have to rise like the lotus flower from the muck of the swamp. We need to end this chapter in a positive way, but even if it's not positive, it must be ended because we cannot create anything else until we do. The internet, issues with the internet, global issues, number 21, negative energy. Yeah, because we have enemies. And it said it twice in different ways. That is Gemini, third house. We have enemies, and those enemies may well be ourselves with our thoughts and words. And if we are not careful, this will close that door if we don't take action, and it may be within one day. Yeah, there he is again. So he's very important. 4 or 31. This is a gentleman or an Aries that makes bad decisions and is a dictator. It's their way or the highway. Somebody is spying, lying, deceiving, thieving. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, and we must free ourselves, break the shackles. So there it is again. So these numbers are repeated, 4 and 31 and 15. 4 and 31 is negative, 15 is positive. Capricorn energy. Coming out of a toxic situation or toxicity in the body, or materialism. It has to stop. So 12, 21, 4 and 31, all negative energy. Yeah, you're trapped in the mind. A mental prison you've made for yourself. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. But you keep hearing these voices, the negative voices telling you that you can't have it. That is the devil. That you should not stand up for yourself. That you should keep peace. Be quiet. But if you do, that will end the foundations. Bring it crumbling down. There will be no celebration. A home may be lost. A passing. So we've got 2 passings again. So it may be that 2 people have to pass, or it may be, as with me and Kristen, that you are mourning someone. 10 weeks. Hell will freeze over before somebody apologises, so don't wait for that. Your finances and career are in trouble. You're stagnating and cannot move forward. There is going to be a violent altercation, a bloodbath, if you like. And I don't like this card, you know I don't. So another stabbing, another terrorist incident, whatever it is, the children suffer, and we can't have that again. So we have to stand up. This is people that want to win at all costs, and they don't care how they do it. They will cut their nose off to spite their face. What they don't realise is no one will win this, and everyone will regret it. Because when they're finished with everyone else, they'll turn on each other. There is a hero. They keep telling us there is a hero, more than one I believe, that will stand up. And when they do, we have to stand behind them. Passion, the spark that starts everything. It is a dark place. We're not sure which way to turn, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. Number 18, something is being created, and that wolf may be trying to stop it. Yeah, and we must remember the nostalgia, the childhood. Go back to the childhood, or someone returning from the past. There may be someone losing their faith in religion, somebody definitely speaking lies, schools, teachers, institutions not to be trusted. You have to learn to have faith in yourself. Problems with the neck and throat, perhaps. Diane and Mark, I mentioned Sam, and Peter is mentioned. So with Peter, that is an infant death, and lost keys. 5 and 23, massively important negative energy. Taurus. So the North Node then is us only taking the positive from the past into the future. Leave the negativity behind. It is in Sagittarius, the path of the seeker. You are the seeker. The soul is on a quest for knowledge of the true meaning behind the universe and their physical incarnation. North Node in the 3rd house then. All that has been learned must now shine through. There will be karmic debts to be paid. Lessons and promises are confronted with or through a sibling. There we go. Children, siblings. There we go. So karmic issues, family issues, hulling together. Then we have Ewas. In the upright, it looks like an M. In the reverse, it looks like a W, but in actual fact, it's an E, which makes no sense. However, when they put it like that, why don't they have it on a side? But there it is, transportation, today's card. It represents a horse, a car, a plane, a boat, or other vehicle, movement and change for the better. Movement of your body, even. So that's what bodes well for you, Kristen. Your vehicle, your body. Transportation, transporting yourself to a better place. So, and it is the apple tree that's in the Garden of Eden that protects us. And it is 19. The letter E. It's the joy to princes and in the presence of warriors, a steed in the pride of its hoofs. The rich men discuss it. It is ever a comfort to the restless. It's the 8 hooves, so the number 8 again, pounding on the ground. It's the vehicle of your soul, your physical body. It represents a team of horses, relationships of all kinds. Status, too, forms part of symbolism, because in ancient times to own a fine horse was the mark of exalted rank, while owning a team took one to the realms of higher aristocracy. So kings, like I said, princes, presidents. It is also said that apart from horses, all other domestic animals come from the throat by Ewas. In terms of plants, the rune relates to the apple tree and has association with the oak, which is Taurus, and the ash. Its associated herb is the humble ragwort, and that's for high blood pressure. It's Sleipnir, the steed of Odin. Odin hanging himself from the tree, the hanged man, 12th, number 12 there, what we've got there. Sacrificed himself to gain knowledge. So a sacrifice must be made. The Anglo-Saxons, King Vortigern and Hengist and Horsa, these names went stallion and horse respectively. So you may own a horse for all I know. To this day, the symbol of the English county of Kent, which has been very important in our news lately, but not on the mainstream, is still a white horse. This symbol is seen on vast scale in southern England. So you need to see a white and a black horse. It is also interesting to note that England itself takes its name from the horse god Ing, who was considered to be an aspect of fertility god Frey. And remember what I told you, when I was married, my married name was England. The land that was unknown to them. So we have got it in the upright. It is something coming in fast, for the better. This is a rune of large concepts of major projects and new and exciting adventures. It's also said to emphasise the meaning of the other runes or cards. The most usual interpretation of this indicates travel, usually to a new location that will provide the physical and mental stimulation that you crave. However, it may equally indicate a move of home or the establishment of a partnership with a person who is as strong-willed as you are. The importance of forming a team, of running in harness and not falling out of step. It also denotes the need to treat your partners with respect that they deserve, demonstrating your loyalty. What you give out is what you'll get back. And if they are treating you in such a way, stop sacrificing yourself. And then this bond will remain strong. The rune may have a connection with higher education, which is negative, I'm afraid, especially if you're involved in subjects that are investigative, such as sciences. However, the Ewas rune manifests itself in your life, an increase in your personal status and that of around you is certain. So coming up in the world, but only if you let go of material meaning to your life, because when you do pass, you can't take it with you. Love lies bleeding. 16. Not very positive sounding, however, we know whether it's true love or not by the colour of the sap. 16. Mars, war, and Saturn, the truth. There it is, cutting through everything. Love lies bleeding. The plant gains its name from its drooping red flowers, reminiscent of blood flowing out of the otherwise green leaves. It is associated with a type of blood magic, as well as protection from shedding blood. It is said to magically, not medically, stop blood flow and bring healing, particularly when worn as a charm or in a wreath. Due to its symbolism, it's associated with slow death and suffering, and can be used in magic to commune with the dead, so someone may be suffering. Though it is quite a harmonious and generous plant, as its main botanical signature is a prolific manufacturer of high-protein seeds. Signature, do try not to sign anything unless you are breaking a contract that's been made under duress. Don't agree to anything under duress. No promises, no signatures, no vows. In Kabbalistic magic, the amaranth seed is one of the primary symbols of Chokmah, the second sephira of the tree of life. As the magic of the second sphere is a seed of creation, so we've got 2 and 3 now. Amaranth seed is used in Chokmah incense, oils, and other formulas, and in turn is associated with phallic fertility gods on the most cosmic level, such as Pan, the devil. The amaranth plant spirit is one to ease your suffering of an emotional or mental nature, which we feel we are bleeding out our life force there. Particularly from emotional wounds such as the loss of a loved one, a breakup, a divorce, or betrayal. Love lies bleeding. AIDS is when we feel isolated and in despair, helping us see the bigger picture to our situation. Accept what is currently happening and move forward to the next new thing in your life, putting our anguish into perspective. It keeps the flow to our process and nourishes us in our difficult times. So it is in the upright. Love lies bleeding indicates we are in the process of a deeply healing or supporting another in a healing process. Yes, we might be experiencing grief or pain or despair, but our isolation or pain is temporary as long as we continue onward in a process. Her crown is heavy, but she is holding it up with each moment she holds it. More seeds fall away, lightening the emotional load as the earth takes the seed and the medicine and creates anew. Pain is temporary and only part of the healing process. There we go. Finally, the rooster, or otherwise known as the phoenix, rising. Those born in the year of the rooster, the sunflower, communication, third house, well done spirit. This is 47, I believe, if I've got my Roman numerals right. XLV11. XLV11. There it is. This is the card of a good leader, and that one isn't a good leader. It's in it twice. He is not a good leader. And the kind king. Roosters awake before the rest of the farm. Now they did this when Queen Elizabeth died, so this may be the passing of our king. The rooster wakes before the rest of the farm, sounds the alarm, alerting everyone to the rising sun. So it does mean the sun in the sky, but it could be William inheriting the throne. They are protective of their territory and self-confident, because we've got William in there. That's why I'm saying it with this someone there, William, the watermelon man. Wonder if William likes watermelons. They are protective in their territory and self-confident, but they are good communicators, honest and capable. The sunflower is often the tallest bloom in the garden, rising high and turning its face towards the sun. While it may hover over other flowers, it bestows warmth and joy on any garden. You are well suited to a position of authority. Remember that clear and open communication is the key to your successful leadership, so don't step back. How can I improve my communication? What style of communication do I admire from others? Confident communication, I always do. Now, we've got about 1 minute left. If I can get a card out, I will. If I can't, I shall photograph it. And it's not the right time. That is why we are ending. It's not ending yet, but they are warning us that it's coming. So it might not be convenient time, should we see. Sometimes the path of choice might be the right one for you, but the timing is currently off. Instead of giving up on your dream, realise that maybe it needs to be put on hold, or you need to keep working on it a little longer until the stars align. There you go. So the stars will align. The astrology will tell us when. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye-bye.